What do you do when you're like me and you just get into this crazy rut in Arena where you just can't seem to pay for a win? Well, for me, you turn to a classic. You turn to something you love and you know. And for me, that's Dimir control. Cue the intro. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. In today's video, we have a classic Dimir control list for you today. This is a classic grind them out, don't let anything resolve, and go way over the top and win the game type of deck. So it's a lot of fun. Before we jump into it and talk about it though, and then get into the gameplay footage, if you're not already subscribed, I just ask if you take a moment to do so. It's a free way to help support the channel and gets us out to more of the community, which in turn helps the channel grow, and I'd really appreciate it. As well as you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified anytime we post a video, which is 3 times a week. All right. Now that we've said all that, let's talk about this deck a little bit. Before we break it down, though, I do want to let you guys know I did compete in the SCG tournament this last weekend. Performed fairly well. I was 2-1, but I did decide to drop. I know I was still in the running there to actually get to day 2, but I had a lot of family stuff pop up, and I had to concede, unfortunately, and drop out of the tournament. But this deck actually was... I can't even say inspired. I essentially took somebody's deck who had played in the SCG the week before. I wish I knew their name. I went onto the site again. I couldn't find their name. Everything had been moved because of the new tournament that happened over the weekend, so it's all gone now. So I don't know who to give credit to for this deck, but we took that deck and we basically moved around a few key pieces, took out a few counter spells and kill spells, added in our own little touch. We added in things like Urge. We made some small adjustments to the deck and made it our own. But then after that, I took that down to a best of 1 version, made a few minor adjustments as well with that. So this is what we ended up with, and let's go ahead and break it down. So this deck is an absolute meta killer because it has something for everything that you would typically see in the meta. The only thing I don't really have a great answer for, and when I say great, we still have answers, but not a great answer for, is for BO1 cycling, because typically with BO1 cycling, you want to, exile our opponent's graveyard, which we don't have any of that. This deck could definitely have some things like Elspeth's Nightmare and things like that, or even like Erebos Intervention, but we do run a lot of counter spells. So we have 4 Saw It Comings. 4 Saw It Comings is something that you can foretell and play for 2. So we can actually counter those Zenith flares that go way over the top. This is also great against the emergent ultimatums. We can counter those and really close out a game. We also have some tech against rogues. We have 3 midnight clocks. This is going to help us draw a ton of cards in the late game, as well as refill our deck. Take all of the cards from our graveyard, put them back in our deck. So they're going to have to try to mill us out all over again, which is amazing. And then as far as removal goes, we want to obviously take into account that there's a lot of mono white out there. So exiling effects are going to be very important. So we have 2 extinction events as well as Shadow's Verdict. Both take care of a lot of the aggressive meta. Both of them exile, which is great. And so that really kind of answers all of the big time meta out there. So it's a lot of tech in here to help you with that. But also some things to help us get to our big top ends are 2 Bloodchief's Thirst, 1 Cling to Dust for rogues as well, 3 Heartless Axe, and 1 Soul Shatter. That's all going to be a lot of spot removal. So if you run into, mid-range decks, those spot removals are going to be key. Heartless Axe is really good against Faceless Haven, which is kind of on the run right now. And then, like I said, we have 2 Urge. Urge is a card where we can get into our opponent's hand, steal a card from that hand or their graveyard, and we can actually play it later down the road ourselves, and we can play it as though it were color, the colors didn't matter. So this card is really powerful, especially because we run Dimir colors. It's a turn 4 spell no matter what. Obviously, the Devotion is hard to hit in most decks, but with Dimir, easy peasy, you got yourself an Urge. And then we got Behold the Multiverse and 2 Graven Lores. Those are going to be our draw spells. And as you can tell, we're running a lot of like instant speed things. Aside from a couple of cards, we're running instant speed. So things like Graven Lore and Behold the Multiverse are great because we can actually hold up our mana and really hold up counter spell magic or removal if we need it. But if we don't end up needing that, we have some really heavy top end draw, a ton of cards, which is really nice. And then, of course, we close out the game with our 4 Shark Typhoons and 2 Ugins, as well as our 2 Crawling Barons. Crawling Barons can get really big because this deck tends to take things way into the late game, and Crawling Barons can become extremely powerful and lethal to win a game. So That's going to be it, though, for the deck tech and the breakdown on this one. It's pretty basic, pretty standard. Everyone's seen some variant of this deck at some point in their lives on the ladder. This is very powerful right now. It really handles the meta very well. And so if you play this, I can guarantee, as long as no misplays are being played, you could do really well with this one. So enjoy this list. We're going to get into the gameplay footage now. And at the end, we'll bring it back here for some final thoughts. See you guys there. Peace. All right, here we go. We're going to be playing some Dimir today. We're going to play some Dimir. I call it Dimir Tryhard because this is a deck we took into the SCG tournament this week, and we performed extremely well with it. We actually played a best of 3 version of this, though. Obviously, we try to make it a little bit better for best of 1 here. Let's see here. No companion. We are missing blue, which really does kind of scare me here. But if we find blue, we got another blue here. So I'm going to keep this. It's asking for trouble, but we're gonna keep it. Anyways, so the SCG tournament this last week, and we did really well. We came out of the gates 2-0, looked really good. And in the third game, we lost to mono white. We actually won the first round of the game, and then the second round and third round, we had Shadow's Verdict in hand, which was probably the best card we could have had. Couldn't play it though because they had a Renee, got a Worthy on the battlefield, and we kept having our lands coming in tapped because they're snow lands, and then we weren't able to find our 8th land in order. Like it was like our 7th or 8th land that we needed in order for it to actually be castable. So we ended up losing those games. Super unlucky. Could have easily been 3-0, but anyways, we dropped out of the tournament after that. Because my family is, you know, kids were getting a little crazy. Wife needed a little help, so I didn't think I could finish the tournament, but you know, I was gonna give it a shot. All right, they played a 2-for-1 here. We're really, they're really off to a fast start. Let me see here. I'm probably gonna just foretell the saw coming because I have no other plays here for 2, so I'm gonna foretell the saw coming. Get it ready for cheap cast. And then we have 3 for 5. We have 5 mana, so we can actually hit a Gravenlord this turn too, which is awesome. We can find an Extinction Event hopefully, or a Shadow's Verdict, even better. We are gonna have to take 2 turns though, which is kind of a beating. All right, more land. We needed that. So let's see here what we get. Pay with all my snow if possible. Not enough to do anything though. If we find, there's nothing for 1 that we could play here. Shark Typhoon. I need a sweeper. I absolutely need a sweeper. So let's go and bottom all those. Okay, I mean, at least we got 1 removal card, I guess. That's fine. Yeah. Not great. Not a great position to be in, to be completely honest. Still no Embercleave though, so that's fine. We have a counterspell too for Embercleave now. That's open and available. Alright, let's go here. Trying to think of how I want to play this hand here. I don't need another Salt coming. I need removal. We have so much removal in our deck. Where's it at? Alright, do we go here? And then we have, what, 4 mana left open. Or do we go here? And there's no real good play here. There's no good line here. There really isn't. I guess we go here. Ramp some mana up. We have a Salt coming for the Embercleave if they decide to play it. Soul Shatter as well. I can't foretell that. That's the only issue. That's what I wanted to do. Is I wanted to foretell that and have options open, but then it leaves us 1 short for the Soul Shatter, which we may need. Problem with Soul Shatter here though is that our opponent has 3 creatures that are all 1/1. So if they try to go for another pump spell that's not Embercleave, then we can't choose the creature with Embercleave. They get to actually choose a creature. Bone Crusher. I'm trying to think if I want to counter this. I think I do. I don't think they have the Embercleave. I really don't. I really don't think they have the Embercleave. I'm gonna go ahead and counter this. Nah, I wish I would have told that. That was a tough play here, but I think because they attacked last turn with 3 mana, I think that I think because they attacked with 3 mana open and 3 creatures last turn, I'm banking on the fact that they do not have Embercleave. Man, my brain hurts right now. I'm trying to figure out the best line to take here because we're really close to dying here. Really close. We've bottomed so many things here, right? We have 4 cards at the bottom that were irrelevant. So hopefully this Graven Lore finds us something. We could probably get away with just doing the Behold the Multiverse so we have more mana available. Let's hope. Let's hope it hits. Just a couple burn spells though and we're toast. Alright, let's give it a shot. See what we hit. Let's go. Extinction event just in time. All ones, right? Let's go. Brazen Borrower, maybe? Sure, I guess Brazen Borrower is fine. Let's go here. I think we're going to need a little more black. We have so much blue. Alright, here we go. Going for odd. Going for odd. A couple burn spells though, like I said, and we're dead, so let's hope that's not the case. A couple Bone Crusher Giants to the face. Bone Crusher to the face, or those shocks. Those are kind of scaring me too. Frostbite can't hit us, they can only hit a creature. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna tempo out here with the Brazen Borrower. We're gonna get the Brazen Borrower down and then we're gonna try our best to protect it. It might get blasted away right here, right now by a Frostbite though. Yep, it sure is. It sure is. Alright. I need a counter spell, right? So let's go here and try to find ourselves a Assault coming because we need to protect ourselves from the burn. Counter spell. Looking for counter spell. No counter spells. Ouch. Okay. Alright, we do have a Soul Shatter available still. So if it's a creature, we can at least protect ourselves from a creature. But if it's a burn spell, we're in trouble. No counter magic. Man, I hate that we're going to reshuffle here. I guess we have some counters down at the bottom that I bottomed earlier, so it might not be terrible. Alright, I'm glad they went for the Faceless Haven play. That's really nice for us. They lose a land out of that, and they tapped all the way out, so big win for us. Alright, we're going to hard cast the Shark here. Go into the Behold the Multiverse. Looking for a counter. Looking for a counter spell. No counter spells, huh? Man, killing me. Killing me right now. I guess we'll foretell this then. Nothing else we can do. Midnight Clock's gonna go off at the start of our next turn. So we do lose both these cards, which are both pretty good cards at this point in the game. Still sitting at 4 life, man. I'm a little bit scared. I can't lie. A little worried. Little worried. Midnight Clock's doing their thing, though. We have so much mana. If we find an Ugin, that'd be pretty wild, too. We've gone through half our deck at the bottom, though. Scorching Dragonfire. Okay, so it's gonna be a double burn spell. Frostbite's next, I'm sure. Another Scorching Dragonfire. Okay. Sure. Alright, here goes one Midnight Clock. Fresh 7. There's Assault coming. Nice. We win. We win the game, baby. Alright, so we play this. We have plenty of mana, right? We sure do. Alright. Plenty of mana. Let's say go. We're good. We got Assault coming. Protect our life total from burn. And then we get in with our 6/6 Shark a couple times and we win the game. They top deck the land. That's unfortunate for them. We should foretell this though next turn. That way we don't lose. I guess we have to let that go, huh? We have more important things to counter, right? Yeah, we can let that resolve. Looking for counter magic. Nice. End our turn. Brazen Bar, we're not bad here. Alright, so let's foretell these so we don't lose them to the next clock that goes off. Guess this doesn't matter, does it? We probably should have played a normal land there. All right, well, let's get in there with the sharks. We're gonna bounce the raging goblin here, so it's not gonna be able to do any damage to us. We've locked them out of this game. There's no way that they could win this game unless I personally make a big mistake. So let's go all the way to the defensive step, see if they have an Ember Cleave or something. They have something. They have something. Rimrock Knight. We'll be seeing you, Goblin. That's GG's. They lose the Rimrock Knight. Should see a scoop here, I'm sure. Nope, they're gonna let us play it out. Fair enough. I respect it. Let's go and optimize the damage then with the Brazen Bar, where we get a full fresh set of cards. Very nice. Let's just... I was gonna say, let's just rub it in a little bit, drop another Shark Typhoon, hit a Bloodchief's Thirst. But that's GG's. Good game. Let's go. On to the next one. Man, this is a very powerful list. It really is. It's definitely my try-hard deck for sure. Like, this is gonna be the deck to turn to, like, when I need to just get wins. You know what I'm saying? Just win, forehead. But it is literally the 29th of the month, so rank's gonna reset, I think, plenty before I get to Mythic. Unless, of course, I grind all night, which is definitely a possibility. I do have it on mobile now. I don't know if you guys have tried the mobile, but that's pretty cool. Glad they finally brought that to mobile, honestly. I could sit out there and hang out with the family, technically, while still playing Magic. That's the biggest problem, right? Gotta make time for the fam. But Magic is kind of like your future dream job. It's a hard situation sometimes. All right, opponent's really thinking about this mulligan here. They get to go first. That's unfortunate, but we do have removal and draw. Yeah, we got a really good hand here. Mine's an easy snap keep, I think. What do you guys think of all these new sleeves? I think these are some of the coolest new sleeves they've come out with lately. These Strixhaven ones with all the different schools. I am so stoked for this set to come out. There's so many cards that I already like so much and want to give it a shot. But not only that, just the whole idea of like almost like the Harry Potter-esque theme. I love that. Big fan of Harry Potter, so don't really care about that, do we? Don't really care about that. No need to Bloodchief's Thirst that. That's more for like the Speaker of the Heavens and whatnot, but all right, they're actually Selesnya colors. Okay, now that I wouldn't mind hitting with the Bloodchief's Thirst. That can become a decent threat down the road, so we'll be seeing you later there. Giant Killer, not too big of a deal for us because we don't run a whole lot of creatures. Not going to be tapping us down and doing all this weirdness. All right, that's also another creature I wouldn't mind getting rid of because that does help them ramp. So we'll hit the Crawling Barrens and we'll hit the Soul Shatter now because, like I said, this is a ramp card. They can use it for mana. So before they can use it for mana, let's just go ahead and get it off the battlefield. Next turn, we'll probably hard cast the Behold the Multiverse to refill our hand. Gonna take a shot. Pretty decent shot, but that's fine. We have a clock, so I went with black there on the land. We also have a passage, so looking good. I could cycle a shark here, a 2/2 shark, killing the Scavenging Ooze. But they could eat a creature. Oh, nope, they just used up their mana. Interesting. So do I go shark here then? I think I can go shark here. I think that's a good play. Losing the Typhoons is always hard for me because I would like to hard cast them, obviously, but I think in this position it's pretty good. They can't pump their Ooze, right? And we have Ugin. Ugin's really going to be the game winner here when we're going against an aggressive deck like this. Alright, I'm going to play this first before the Temple because I can actually hit the Bloodchief and the Multiverse. A lot of value here. So we're keeping pace really well here. Really well. Behold the Multiverse. Ooh, they're running out of juice, huh? No more creatures? No more main phase creatures, huh? Ooh, they're actually breaking on land here. They might be in trouble. They might have some big hitters in their hand. Just not being able to find a land. One more land is fine. I don't mind that, but we do need to find some other tools. Interesting. All right, well, we'll just go for the clock then. Temple. See if we can't scry something good off the top here. All we've had to deal with so far is this giant killer, but it is starting to take its toll on us, so we really gotta dig for some removal. Ooh, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all, because we can get into their hand and steal something, and at this point in the game where they're stuck not being able to play anything due to mana consumption, we might be able to hit something pretty big here. We also could drop an Ugin next turn. That's pretty fire. That's pretty fire. Love the Urge, man. Absolutely love this card. Huge fan of this card. Puts people on full tilt. And I don't blame them. It puts me on full tilt if I get hit with it too. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put a counter on here because they didn't do anything. They did find a land though. I'm really curious what's in their hand. It's really killing me, so I'm really glad we drew this. I'm actually gonna play this over the Ugin, just because I want to make sure I know what I'm up against before I throw down an Ugin and run it into something weird, like a Banishing Light or something. That would be terrible. Let's see what they're on. Selesnya is known for its enchantments, so. Oh man, they're not even gonna let us look into their hand. They must have had some really decent things in there, like I don't know, like a Gargaroth or something. Some big stuff, but anyways, good games. On to the next one. Ooh-wee. That was a fairly simple last game. We didn't have to think too hard on that one. Got in and out. You love to see it. Love to see it. Easy wins, man. That's what this deck's about. That first game was not an easy win. That was a tough battle against Mono Red. All right, this is a solid hand. We got a lot of early game removal as far as late game removal. No companion, which usually means like Mono Red or Mono White, but we'll see. We'll see. Ooh, do I keep that? I have one already, so I'm gonna bottom it. That's hard for me to do though. I don't know. If this turns out to be an aggressive matchup, I'm gonna regret that. Could be mono green. We don't know yet, but could be. The tracer says whenever the tracker. Whenever the tracker attacks or blocks, if you control another non-human creature, it gets a 1/1 till the end of turn. So I don't think that's gonna be very relevant. Let's go ahead and kill this. Just slow the pace of the game down. That's all we're trying to do. Slow the pace down. We bottomed 2 cards that were not lands, so let's hope this is a land now. We're getting closer to it. So it looks like maybe a Golgari control deck. Oh, is this gonna be all elves? Okay. All elves. I see you. So with this one, it creates 1/1 elves, so we also got to get rid of this pretty quickly before it starts spreading. We have a Verdict though, if it would have gotten out of hand. Probably gonna play the Urge next turn and get into the hand, see what they got going on. Back-to-back top deck lands. That's actually really good. Really glad that happened. Let's see here. What do we got in your hand? Give me a look. Gimme. What do we got? Let me guess. Bunch of elves. Ooh, Wildborn Preserver. They didn't play that after I cast. Once I casted this, I would have played that, but that's just me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking your Preserver. Taking your Preserver, and then you're gonna have to kill it with your own Blood Chief Stirs, so that's basically a 2-for-1 there. 2-for-1 special. Alright, we're gonna bounce that back to their hand, I think. How can we get full advantage of this? So whenever a non-human creature enters the battlefield, you may pay X and then put 1/1 counters on it. So let's play that now. We'll bounce their creature, or we'll counter something, depending on what they do. I think that's the play. We'll bounce their creature, and then follow it up next turn with the Brazen Borrower, pumping this up. Good chance this dies, though, right here, right now, to the Blood Chiefs. Or, I'm sorry, is that? Yeah, Blood Chief's Thirst. Oh, wow, they're going for a big play here. Counterspell is relevant? Not for that, it isn't. That gets hit by the verdict. -2/2 to the end of turn. Okay. All right, no problem. No problem. All right, we still stick to the plan. We're gonna bounce this. It doesn't get hit by the verdict, so we're gonna bounce that, get rid of it. And we're just gonna verdict the board. Slowing our opponent down significantly. That's pretty sweet though, that card can actually like create 3 mana for them. That's pretty wild. That's a lot of mana. We're only at 5 mana ourselves, and Ugin is no... Ooh, that's really nice. Thank goodness for that, huh? I was gonna say, Ugin's nowhere like in the realm of being played right now, so gotta wait. Gotta be patient here. Need the lands. I mean, that's technically a land, right? And it's allows us to cast our Saw It Coming, so if they don't play anything, we can play our Brazen Borrower. So that's a double win right there. And eventually we get 7 cards. Can't argue that, right? Oh wait, we can't play Saw It Coming? Oh yes we can. Okay, I was like, why wasn't that highlighted? Yeah, I'll counter that. That could become a problem, and I don't have a great way to deal with it right now, so easy counter. 5, 6. I just need 2 more lands. 2 more lands. This gets hit by the Bloodchief's Thirst. Wow, they quit? I'm down to 1 card in hand and you're gonna quit? You have an answer for the Brazen Borrower. I don't know why they would quit there. That's, to me, that's a really early scoop. Because they have an answer in hand for this. And now we're just playing 1 card against 1 card. They don't know what I have, like, oh well. Alright, let's get it. We're kicking butt right now, man. Kicking butt right now. I really want to try another SCG tournament, man. That was really fun. Or any tournament in general. I'm new to MTG Melee and how it works and stuff like that, so it was really fun. I want to do another one. I want to do it when I have more time, you know? More availability, because that really hurt walking away from that tournament when we were doing so well. I really like best of 3 format too. I think it's a lot of fun. Best of 1 is still the best, but best of 3 is fun mix up sometimes, just to really sit down and really try to like, I think it's fun because it takes away a lot of the luck, right? Obviously we can run into bad luck still and all that, but in best of 1 there's nothing you can do about it, right? But in best of 2 you got the sideboard, and you can really, like, if you do that correctly and you actually have the correct sideboard put together for a meta, and you answer the meta properly, you should be able to sideboard in, you know, really well, and it takes away a lot of the luck and really allows you to get more consistent win rates. Anyways, while I'm running my mouth and boring everybody, sitting here watching our opponent choose their mulligan or not, hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today is Wednesday, by the way. This video is coming out on Wednesday, and we do go live tonight on YouTube. We're hitting a live stream, so be sure to come by and say what's up there. I'd appreciate it. This video should be coming out around 11:30 my time, and then from there we'd be going live about 6 hours from then. So whenever this goes live, we will be live 6 hours from them. Holy cow, math is hard. Did you guys see my brain like short circuit there for a second? I was like, 6 hours. All right, come on now. If you're Gruul, we should be speed, right? Creature sideways, creature sideways. Yep, come on. Let's go. Chop, chop. We know the pattern here. We do not have a good hand for Gruul. Gruul is going to eat us alive right now. This can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, so I can't even like cycle a shark and block this thing. Not for a while, at least. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're looking for an extinction event here for sure. I'd settle for a Shadow's Verdict, but we might be dead before turn 5. Rushfire Elemental is no joke. I think we easily have to cycle a shark here. Cycle a Typhoon. Hope we hit some good stuff here. I don't even know. Extinction Event's really the best card we can hit, obviously, but any sort of removal would be nice. Alright, I mean, that'll help us find some stuff. Heartless Act, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Heartless Act hits this all day long, baby. all day long, because when it pumps up it gets +2/2 until end of turn, but it doesn't actually get the counters. So Heartless Act is good for it. Just waiting here, just waiting on the world to change. No, sorry, I won't sing again. That was pretty bad. All right, you know it's gonna be really fun whenever I get a voice changer. I plan on doing so much with our stream and videos and the production quality. I'm gonna do so many things with this stream, man. It's gonna look so sick. And one day when I can afford it all, get like the voice changer and really have a lot of fun with it. You guys gonna hear me auto-tune singing. I'm gonna let loose. All right, let's go with doesn't matter, does it? Nope, doesn't matter. Pass the turn. We're going for the multiverse here for sure. Still looking for another extinction event. I mean my first. I don't know why I thought that was an extinction event. Short-term memory loss, guys. I've been hitting the head a lot in my life. A lot. Enters battlefield control, you get 200 gains haste on turn. Okay. So that's just a 3/3. Oh, no. It's whenever another creature enters a battlefield. Okay. I thought it said it would give another creature on the battlefield haste and all that. So it's whenever another one enters the battlefield. So that's not good. All right, here we go. Behold the multiverse. Don't need either one of those. Looking for removal and removal only. None of you are removal. You guys can all go back into the deck now. We're gonna go and thin out the deck here. I don't want to keep drawing any lands. I did just scry some stuff to the bottom though, so this might have been a mistake. All right, so we can flash in a shark here, block ourselves. It is a 3/3 shark, so we can actually kill this thing. So I think that's the plan. Unless, of course, they drop a big bomb on us, then we can go ahead and hit Saw It Coming. We have options. We have a lot of options. Ugin, man, is going to win us the game. Gruul does not like Ugin. No aggressive deck likes to see an Ugin hit the battlefield. Makes them really sad. Scoot Swarm. Oh, that's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a problem. You can't have that. You can't have that. I say nay. Looks like we're going to be taking 3 quite a bit here because I have a weird gut feeling they're going to have a couple of those in their hand. At least another one. Let's see if we can get some removal on the top here. Nope, that's a land. That's going to be a no for me, dog. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Opponent didn't play a land either that turn. That's weird. If you had to Scoot Swarm on this turn, you would expect them to have a land, right? That's kind of weird. I don't care about the Brushfire Elemental right now. I care about cycling a shark and killing this bad boy if I can. Elemental can be dealt with down the road. That's annoying. That's annoying. That makes the elemental pretty big. Okay. That's a big hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're not quite at Ugin yet. Yikes. Okay. Might have to chump block the Brushfire instead. Ooh. No bueno. All right. I'm gonna just take the greedy route and hit the battle driver. This is definitely the greedy route, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, perfect top deck. All right, we're good. We're golden. We're golden. Literally as golden as we can get here. We'll be seeing you later. We're gonna drop this in for some more blue. We got Saw It Coming online and ready to go. We can flash in a borrower, and then we go straight into Ugin and we win the game. Sounds good to me. That sounds really good to me. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. It's gonna be a no from me. I don't think I'm gonna actually flash in my borrower because we may need to use Ugin's Exile down the road, and I might just want my borrower's bounce for things like the giant. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Ugin! Assert your dominance on the battlefield, my friend. Let them know who's boss. You know, Ugin's cool and all. Nicol Bolas, though, that's where it's at. I miss that dragon. I'm gonna sneeze. Holy cow, my nose. Alright, I think I subdued it. Alright, let's see. We're definitely gonna bounce you, so you have to replay that. You do get more mana, though. You're welcome. And let's not forget we have a Crawling Barrens that we can keep fueling up as well. We have Heartless Act as well here, so. Scorching Dragonfire. Just trying to slow down my ultimate, but joke's on them. I don't really want to ultimate my Ugin. I don't really have too many permanents. It's going to be a lot of counter and removal spells, so a lot of times I'd rather just keep plussing the Ugin. Keep upping the loyalty. Soul Seer. Alright. To each their own, I guess. Wait, I don't have enough mana. That's embarrassing. Alright, well, let's get the Brazen Borrower out then. Alright, and activate the Barons. Let me see how much I would need to get lethal here. I don't even think I can, but let's see. 11, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, I don't have enough for lethal. So let's, if I do this now, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do it right, I can leave open enough mana for the Heartless Act. Alright, cool. Oh no, I forgot it taps. This is not a Faceless Haven, Matthew. A Faceless Haven has Vigilance. Crawling Barrens does not. Listen, I understand, guys. I know where I made my mistake. It's fine. It wasn't a detrimental mistake. We're good. We're good. I did think, though, I'm like, oh, it's got Vigilance. We're good. We have enough mana here to cast Heartless Act on instant speed. But that's because I'm so used to playing Faceless Haven now, which has Vigilance. So, there you go. GG. Alright, here we go. This may or may not make the video. We're kind of at 30 minutes on gameplay footage, which is like perfect spot for no man's land for me. We want to be like just above 30 minutes. So if this is a quick game, you will be seeing it in the video. Ooh, Shadow's Verdict right on time. Definitely gonna Heartless Act the Hound here. Haven't seen the Hound in a while, man. Interesting take. Alright, they have no pumps, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. The Hound only needs 3 other cards from the graveyard to exile. They bring it back, which is pretty wild. Which I think is the same for... Oops, I should have done blue so I could have held up the... Saw it coming, that was a mistake, but that's fine. We ramp into the Verdict. Anyways, the Phoenix of Ash? That's what it's called, right? Yeah, that card only needs 3 to bring back as well. Red is crazy with their escape costs. But then again, you got Ox of Agonis. That's like 8 or something. Crazy. Alright, we're gonna go blue. Is this too early for a Shadow's Verdict? I think it might be. I think we try to debate just a little bit more out of them. Yeah, I think that's the play. We wait. Let's wait. Let's get a little greedier. We haven't taken any damage yet. Might be able to get some really cool things out of them. Might be able to get a Croxa out of them. We'll see. We'll just hit the Behold the Multiverse play here. Really? Nothing? Oh, that's kind of weird. Did they miss a land drop? I think they did. Don't need any land. We have plenty in hand. Extinction event. Ooh, okay. That's good. Gonna go for odd. Hit that Woe Strider. There goes the Scry. Yep, there we go. Goat down. I love the Verdict here, man. I love it so much because all of these escape cards, if that's what they're like really basing their deck on, is just like an escape tribal, we're gonna be able to eat up everything. It's gonna be a bad day for our opponent here. Alright, we have nothing to play though. We don't have a counter open, which is fine. I really think that this style of deck that we're up against, we have the perfect hand for it, so. Faceless Haven says, hold my, you know, hold my beer. Okay, well, again, not the greatest of hands here. I'm gonna go and just hard cast this. I'm fine with taking a little bit of heat here from the Faceless Haven. We might have to cast this Verdict though before this goes off. I really honestly thought they were gonna be a lot more aggressive than this. They're playing really slow. Another Haven attack, okay. Well played, by the way, with the claim the firstborn on that play. All right, more land. I mean, there's not much we can do here. Just foretell all of these and hold up counter magic, and then the Faceless Haven just keeps hitting me in the face, and I get annoyed. Not much we can do. We got to really draw into instant spell removal like a Heartless Act or something. Nice. Should have stuck with the Haven plays. Now we got a Shark. Oh no! They said I'm done after that one counter spell. That's all it took for them to quit. I guess that was a pretty heavy counter spell though, because we did just generate a 3/3 Shark, which Faceless Haven, I mean, can't get through that without dying. And then we have 2 more counter spells, which they don't know that. I mean, they are foretold, so they could make a guess there, but all right, we'll take the easy win though. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video though. We're gonna get down to some final thoughts and some shout outs and thank yous, so stick around. Peace. That's it for the gameplay footage today, guys. Thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed this one thoroughly like I did. It's like I said, this is a very easy deck to win with, and so, you know, winning is always fun, right? Everyone can enjoy winning. And that's what this deck does, man. It just wins. It's very consistent. It has answers to everything. It's very rarely that you sit there and an opponent has a play where you just can't answer it. This one does a lot of answering, so very easy to win games with this one. A lot of fun ways to actually win this game too, with like the Urge as well. We can kind of steal ultimatums and things like that, and their, you know, opponents' Ugins, and it's just a really fun card. I really enjoy anytime I get to play this card. But overall, I think the deck, this is going to be one of those decks where it's kind of boring because I don't actually say anything that I want to make any changes to, because I performed so well with it lately. I can't lose with this deck, and like we went to the SCG tournament and we did really well. It was just a little bit of bad luck there in one match, but I really felt confident like we could honestly, if we don't run into, you know, getting flooded or, you know, mana screwed, we could really win every potential matchup with this deck. It just has so many answers, honestly. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Before I go though, I always like to let you guys know, if you've made it this far into the video, it really means the world to me. It really does. It really helps the algorithm a lot and getting our videos pushed out to more people. YouTube shows it to more people, so it helps the channel ultimately grow. And it really is a big feat to stay in a video for, you know, almost an hour. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do have to give a special shout out to all of my members in the Swayze Club. There's 5 of them right now, and it's going to be Kevin, Zeke, Watts, Beef Drew, and Travis. All of you guys are members on the channel, and I thank you all so much for supporting the channel monetarily. That's just, yeah, that's just an extra little thank you that you guys deserve more than anything, because someone who wants to support this channel monetarily it's a big deal for me. So thank you. And I really appreciate you. And if you want to become a member and get access to exclusive content like pack openings in the future, as well as some of the ones that we've done in the past, you can hit that little join button down below next to the subscribe button. It's a way to help support the channel, helps monetarily with us. You actually get some really cool videos that you get to watch that you don't get to see on the normal channel, as well as some really cool emotes and badges that you can use in our live streams, which we do every single Wednesday. If you're watching this right now and you want to see us on a live stream, come check us out. We'd really appreciate it. You know, it's a lot of fun when we go live and get to chat with you guys and bounce around some ideas. I have some really cool decks too that we're going to be playing, especially this Wednesday. I have a few lined up, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, so I hope to see you guys there. But that's gonna do it for today's video, and we're gonna see you guys on Friday. Till next time, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah, it's got some cheddar.